Right, here we go. Why do I say that horses develop human beings? Because the way I work with horses is all about, first off, your mental, secondly, your emotional, and thirdly, your physical. So, mentally, horses sync up with your nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system that controls emotions and your movement, right? Fear, freeze, fight, 4 F's, yeah? Flight, freeze, fight, fawn, right? So, if you're going to lead a horse, right, because it's about leading and following, you have to have a plan. It's all about prior preparation. If you get a little bit anxious, especially on the back of a horse, you get a little bit anxious on the back of a horse and you start worrying about things, your heart rate excels because you're starting to dump cortisol into your system, right? And that's when trouble turns up. But the human being started the trouble. You've got to remember, right, horses are a flight-based animal, okay? They are meant to move their feet. So when trouble turns up, don't question it, just leave, right? That's how they've survived for the amount of years they have. So they go off, running off on cortisol and adrenaline. As they're moving, they're producing serotonin. And then when they stop moving and they turn around to assess the situation, right, they start to produce dopamine. So there's an awful lot of learning in that for a human being. So when you get a troubled horse, you don't get troubled horses. You get horses that are being troubled by a human being. Horses that have got a human being problem. It's all about your sympathetic nervous system. Horses learn through the sympathetic nervous system. That's how they learn. They have to go through a certain amount of discomfort to find comfort. And you teach them. Don't train them. Training's physical, like let's go train in the gym or go down the dojo, or that's training. You teach horses. That's what leaders do. They teach and they listen. Part of the conversation. And that's why I say horses develop human beings. Horses teach self-leadership. And if you want to better yourself and you want to know how things work in you and why you feel like you feel all the time, go learn about your sympathetic nervous system. Go learn about how your brain affects the chemicals that are dumped into your body that affects your physical. But if anxiety turns up, even depression turns up, get up and move your feet. And don't forget, drink H2O. Real important. But move your feet. It's key. It's